Shalom, shalom. It's the brother Shakar from Great Millstone Lake Charles Camp. You know, just back again with another lesson by Harakakar Sha'amath. That's in the Holy Spirit of Truth. Okay, but before I do anything, as always, I'm going to start by saying, Call Holy Allah, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahasham, Brachach. And that's all praises to the Father, in the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Natham Mashna Kabbalah Zakunim Shaya Sharla, which is give double honors to the elders of Israel, which are the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and well. And Shalom wa Bakir Shaya Sharla, which is peace and love to the elect of Israel. And you know, I didn't pretty much have a specific title or direction that I wanted to go in. You know, I just wanted to spark up in the spirit while I'm on my way to the midweek camp. You know, just to, hop in the spirit. You know, a lot of things are going on in prophecy. Okay, Apostle Hart, what he basically said through the spirit that we don't have that much longer here, man. All right, we don't have that much longer here, and he's able to say that through the spirit based off of what prophecy. Okay, it's not just something that the Lord has put on him to just speak out. Okay, the things that the men of the Lord are saying on the highways and byways is coming through the spirit, man. You know, we are moved by the spirit, man. You know, and that has to be exercised too as well. You know, but that shows, all right, that men have this. This is Revelation 19:10. I'm gonna start off with this. In Revelation chapter 19, verse 10, it says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him." And by the way, this is John the Revelator. Okay, and he was getting, throughout the book of Revelation, okay, he was getting visions of the end. Okay, revelations. All right, things were being revealed unto him. All right, so verse 10, it says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not, I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua." All right, and that was being told to him, all right, by an angel. Okay, and the angel was telling him, like, nah, I don't deserve, that reverence. I'm only thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren. And we know who the brethren are according to what? Romans the 9th chapter. Okay. So nevertheless, though, it says that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy, man. That's it. All right, and that's how we're able to come out on the highways and byways and prophesy the downfall of this place. Okay. In spirit and in truth, man. You have to have that spirit, all right, of prophecy on you. All right, which is that testimony of Yahushua. All right, that proves that Yahushua is the importance of him and the importance of his sacrifice. Okay, and you can read about that too as well in what the book of Hebrews, excuse me, in various other chapters. Peter's, okay, Isaiah 53rd chapter, and so on and so forth, man. Okay, shows how important that was. Because through him now are we able to what? To come out and stand on our feet and prophesy the downfall of this place, man. And exalt the names of Yahweh, Yahushua. But, through all of this, you're going to have, a remnant that won't return, okay? And you're going to have a remnant that will return, man, which is the elect, okay? And that makes me think about Isaiah's two sons. Let me see. I'll get that. Matter of fact, I'll get it in blue because you got to go into those names. This is the 7. Bear with me. That's it. Bear with me. I know it's in this chapter. I know I'm overlooking it. Salaki Akim. 7th chapter. I know for sure it's the 7th chapter. Let's see. Bear with me, Akim. Not this one. Not the 7 and 14. Because that's talking about Yahushua. It's another one. Man, it got to be in this chapter. Or is it 8? Oh yeah, Khan. So this is one of them, but I want to get the other one first. Matter of fact, I'll get this one. So it's Isaiah 8 and 1. It says, moreover, the Lord Yahweh said unto me, take thee a great roll and write it in with the man's pen concerning. And it says, Mahar Shalal has boss. Okay, so we're gonna go into that name. Excuse me. Go into that name. And look what it says. It says swift. It says speedy is prey. Okay. So a speedy judgment, man. All right. So that's one. All right, hold on. Let me see. I'll read down to 2 and 3. It says, and I took unto me faithful witness to record Uriah the priest and Zechariah the son of Jebereshiah. Excuse me, I butchered that. It says, verse 3. It says, and I went unto the prophetess, and she conceived and bare a son. It says, then said to the Lord to me, call his name Mahar Shalal Hasbaz. Okay. For before the child shall have my knowledge to cry, my mother and my father and my mother, and the riches of Damascus and the spoil of Samaria shall be taken away before the king of Assyria. Okay, so that's one son. All right, and let's see, we're gonna get this other one. All right, verse 3. This is Isaiah chapter 7 and verse 3. It says, then said thee Yahweh unto Isaiah, go forth now to meet Ahaz, thou and it says Shar Jeshub thy son. And this Shar Yeshab in the Hebrew. It says, and the end of the conduit of the upper pool and the highway of the fuller's field, and say unto him, take heed and be quiet, fear not, neither be faint-hearted for the 2 tails of these smoking firebrands, for the fierce anger of the resin with Syria of the son of Remaliah. All right, but nevertheless, we're going to go into that name. All right, see, Shar Yeshab. Okay. It says a remnant shall return. Excuse me. Okay. And then you got it speaks about Emmanuel when you read further down. All right, which is symbolic for Yahushua. So you have symbolism of Yahushua. All right, the elect and the wicked, man. Okay. So the Lord has preordained certain people to be destroyed. All right, certain people to be delivered. Okay, and this was already written aforetime, man. All right, it said what he preserved the wicked until the day of wrath. I'm loosely paraphrasing it. I think that's in like Job 21. You know, but it says that that the elect shall scarcely be saved. You know, so we have to hope that we have to have that hope that we are of the elect. You know, and that's why when you read 1 Thessalonians the 4th chapter, it says, "Comfort ye one another with these words." All right, because we have the hope that we're going to hear that come up hither. All right, or that or be those who come out of her, as it speaks about in Revelation the 18th chapter. You know, and the elect, they will be delivered from the thermonuclear fire. All right, by what? The transportation of the Lord, man, which are the so-called UFOs, which are the chariots, according to the scriptures, man. And you seeing movies come out about it. All right, they got a movie called Disclosure Day. I think it comes out this weekend, maybe. You know, and that basically what hinting at the chariots, man. It is on the preview. It actually shows a cloud with a chariot in the midst of it, and it has what, thunders. You know, it's basically what that Isaiah the 29th chapter, man. I forget. I think it's like the 6th verse. You know, and it speaks about how the Lord is going to visit. Okay, but nevertheless, though, the Lord he has a remnant that will return. All right, who are preordained and predestined to get salvation, man. You know, so we have to hope that we're not only called but chosen. All right, and chosen to receive a salvation. You know, excuse me. But you know, that was pretty much it. That was all I had through the Spirit, man. Lord willing, you know, this lesson was edifying, you know, and clear to the sincere eye can walk out there, maybe tuning in. With that being said, I'm going to close out and say, Call Hallelujah, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Rahach, and that's all praises to the Father, in the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. And Thamma Shana Kabbalah is a coin, Bishar Yasharala, which is give double honors to the elders of Israel, which are the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who teach them well. And Shalom, Wabla Baki Yashar Yasharala, which peace and love to elect Israel. Until next time, hey, Shalom.